Hello everyone, this is Uthris and welcome back to a bit of timber and stone. So we left off last episode. We were constructing our first little house, and I also started making plans for a barn, and we assigned people some jobs and names. This episode I'm gonna go ahead and go over some things I did off camera. This game's really kind of complicated compared to Stonehearth, just because there's a lot of things it just flatly doesn't tell you. Like, it doesn't tell you when you get immigrants or how that even works or what you should be working for. It doesn't really hold your hand at all. It just kind of gives you tools and says, hey, good luck out there. It's a tough world. So, as you can see in the top left, we're on day 17. I have been playing for a long time. I haven't even gotten one immigrant yet because I didn't know how it worked. And I didn't even bother looking it up because I just figured, hey, it happens at some point, and apparently that's not the case. So I built a barn for one thing. I don't think you guys have seen this yet. I'll just go ahead and float in here. We have some upper storage for all of our wheat, which we feed our animals. Down below we have some additional just raw resource storage. I'm kind of flying around in this first person camera view because I think it's cool and fun. We have a pen for some chickens. I have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chickens. And Uthris is no longer a forager. He takes care of all the animals. He also occasionally does blacksmithing for us. He has quite the epic beard, as you can see. The characters' looks change depending on what class they are, essentially. I actually just finished building this structure. This is the farmhouse, and we have 3 pens for different crops that we are currently growing. We got some tilled land. I would tell you, I think this one's turnips, this one's pumpkins, this row over here is corn, and then on the right side, all of this is going to end up being a wheat field. Pumpkin and turnip's going to split here, and then this is going to be all corn. I just figured that would be an interesting look and actually look pretty nice from above. We also built, well, I built a, you guys weren't here for all of this, it's taking so much time. Went ahead and built a cobblestone road from the edge of the map all the way into our little farm here, and that took a long time to do. I was really surprised at that. And then over here I have established our mine. I can kind of pop inside, I think. I actually have to lower the height level real quick so I can fly through the roof. So down here, it's very similar to a Minecraft mine. We have our Bernard, I think, down here mining away for us. And the little pots, or little dips in the walls and floors, that's just exposed ore that I noticed, and we are back on the roof. This is what happens when I touch a block in this camera mode. I could just control one of them and walk them around, but this is faster. As you can see, there's some coal on the ceiling here and some tin ore. Built a little storage room for the miner so he doesn't have to run too far to go get his supplies. And that's about it. We're just waiting, really, for immigrants so I can expand at a better rate. It's just definitely slow going, and I think my music is too loud. There we go. Okay, so it's early morning on day 17. Our farmers are going. I want to build another farmhouse because we don't have enough beds still to fit everyone, and that will be the last piece, essentially, so everyone will have a place to sleep. And we are using just straw beds. In the farmhouse, we also have a table and some chairs and a bookcase, some food storage, so that they don't have to go very far to go get their food or drop off their food that they farm. Let's see, Uthris, what are you doing? Are you just getting a new tool? I think so. You're doing something. Raise all this up. We have a decent amount of basic metal. We don't really have a blacksmith high enough to do anything with it just yet, so I'm still mining for ore, and Uthris at the moment think it needs to be level 5 to make anything really useful for us. So if we go to weapons, short sword, yeah, level 5, and that'll be nice for us. It'll basically make our damage go from 8 to 15, and it's a lighter mass weapon, so the infantry guy won't be carrying a heavy weapon around, which is to say this club. I also made bucklers for every one that needs it. A short bow, huh? I never even thought of making an archer yet. That would be interesting. Our carpenter is almost level 20, so he could technically make any of these weapons. It's taken a lot of materials to make those buildings, so we've gotten a decent amount of levels for all of those people. Spear, that's pretty cool. A spear might be cool if it gives an extra range, but it's probably a two-hander. We probably won't be able to use that. But I'm more worried about upgrading my tools. So I would like to get a solid pick, but we need a level 6 blacksmith. So we just need to get a bunch of ore, have Uthris smelt it down for XP, and eventually, you know, increase our tool quality by doing that. Let's see, to keep this interesting, I'm gonna go ahead and plan out our second farmhouse. It's gonna be in this area here. For now, everyone's gonna be having a workstation outside, because once we get into the town, which I do plan on building the castle on this hill, we'll be building structures specifically for professions, so like tailors, blacksmiths, things like that, so that this kind of stays countryside farmland area. So let's see, I need to dig and mine. First off, I need to widen this road by 1. If I could, I think I have to move the hall here to do so. So let's just get rid of that section of road. This is the only way I can think of to moving road designations. I'm just gonna move the hall temporarily, like just along this road here. And the hall, basically, it just accepts people into our town or traders. At least that's what I read. For some reason, I don't know if that roofing is messing up with the road or not. But that's what I read, so hopefully that's true. I haven't had anyone come through just yet, and we'll see. Yeah, we'll just see. So let's see, we need to dig and mine. We need to just expand our road by 1 here. And then take it all the way down. And then I think at this point, what I want to do is just make it look a little cobblestone-y. If that's a word, I don't think it is, but I'm going to treat it as one. Like that, to kind of just mark the end of the main road as it fades out into pretty much nowhere. I might continue it out over to the mine eventually, at some point. Actually, let me see. I wanna make sure we have some roads hooked up for sure. So I'm just gonna make one go this direction. And again, this is what I read, apparently. Roads, I didn't have these for the first 10 days, so that's probably why we got 0 immigrants when I was playing. I just didn't know what was going on, and it's really hard to find information. There's no wiki. They said they were planning on making one, but it just wasn't done yet, so let's cross over this hill here. I did have some traders come by, but I didn't actually have a trader profession worked out, so nothing really happened with that. Come on. just gonna keep drawing this out all the way. And there we go. A new finished connecting road. The ones out here, it's really redundant to have one going out into the ocean, and this one doesn't even have a bridge, so if they came from this direction, as far as I know, they wouldn't even be able to make it across. Alright. What's my storage issue here? Weapons? I don't really have many weapons, except for a bunch of spare clubs that I made for when the infantry needs them. If we get a kind of a stronger thing of wolves coming through, I generally promote some people to infantry just to help out for a little bit and then move them back to their other jobs. So we basically have a militia of farmers right now. Okay, so let's go ahead and dig our foundation. I think I want to offset it here from the farm and other house. So we're going 9. Let's go 9 by 7 on this. And then, do I want an extra shape onto it? 5 by... I think we'll need a 5 by 3 staircase addition just to get up to another floor. And we can have this serve as a nice... Actually, we'll make it single story. We don't have many single story. We already have two two-story structures and one single story, so this one can be single story as well. It just takes a lot more resources to do that two-story structure, and I don't want to waste anything on that right now. So let's see, we need... Where's our miner at? I think he's down in the mine still, trying to clear out the last area that I designated to look for some more ore. So once he finishes that, he should start elsewhere. What are these? We got a pack of wolves here, 3 wolves. That's no good. And the best thing to look for hostiles is you just lower your depth that you look at all the way down. As you can see, we have another pack of wolves over here, 4, and then a 5th one. We have skeletons on this shoreline, which is fine. We don't have a bridge connecting it, so they can't get over anyways. And then this shoreline down here, we don't really have to worry about it as far as I know. Things really only spawn at the edge of the map, so they'll be spawning underwater. Oh. Okay, so the wolves are pretty much coming at us at this point. Let's see, where is our soldier? He is hanging out over here in this fake guild hall. He doesn't have much HP. I was fighting off a whole bunch of wolves earlier, and he took some damage. Let's see, I think the best thing to do is just to promote our farmers for infantry for a little bit. Which they will do, and then I need to tell them to maintain some weapons here. So we need to give them their shield, their club, and then you as well. I kind of like this micromanagement. It's very interesting, and it's far more RTS in feel. Where are you? That's you, Regina. You're going to need a club and shield as well. And then what I'm going to do is designate a temporary guard position over here. Cancel. And I believe I can set them all to stand guard at positions. This way I can try and move them all at once. You stand guard. Doing this can be a little annoying if you have just a lot of people to set like this, but I think It's a good system. I mean, it's basic. It's very nice. So, there we go. That's that guard position. Go ahead and hit play. Bernard's pretty much running for his life at this moment. Oh boy, 3 wolves. They're just charging him. No, don't charge back. Run away. That's what you should be doing. Keep running. Keep running. Keep running. Keep running. So Caracas is pretty. Oh god, they're overrunning everything. Where is that wolf going? Is he going after my chickens? No, he killed a chicken. Kaleem's gonna come over and punch it in the face though, and I'm gonna stab it with a knife. So we lost a chicken to a random wolf. That's annoying. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and just scan the area for that other pack. Because I'm gonna go ahead and move this guard location while we have everyone set. I'm just gonna set it over here. And increase the size. Increase how many guards. There we go. Okay. Merchant could not move to your hall. There is no path or room. I don't know what that means. I don't know how to fix that. Yeah, I don't know how to fix that at all. Come on. Get going. Get to your guard position. Unless I set that underground because of the high level. I did. So, come on. Over there. And then guards. Just set you to 4. Where is that other position at? I need to remove that. It's right there. So there we go. Now they should start. Yes, they're going. They're going for it. I have a lot of these old messages I need to delete just by clicking on them. And as you can see, this game, I mean, it's slow going. We're already at like 17 minutes. I'm gonna probably skip to when that new structure is complete. But it's gonna be a little bit. Okay, come on. Don't take too much damage. Just keep killing. There we go. So that has killed pretty much all the wolf threats. I don't really care about that straggler out there. It's not too threatening at this time. So, we can go ahead and raise the train back up. So at least it looks pretty instead of just a big square blob. And I think what I want to do is come back once the new house is built. That way I can show you guys something. And hopefully we'll get a new immigrant by then. Until then, until we get more people and more people to expand efficiently, I'm kind of stuck building farmland out here. And if you guys have any suggestions on how to get people, let me know in the comments down below, of course. And I'll be right back. Alright everyone, so it's been a couple in-game days. I've been dealing with skeleton hordes and some goblin raiding parties. Nothing too major just yet, but the road seems to be working at the moment. We have been getting some migrants, and just wanted to show you that this is the screen that basically comes up when that happens. You can see their stats. You can accept or deny them, and of course I'm going to accept pretty much everyone that comes through because we need every able person so far. So we've gained 3. We've gained Margaret, and I went and assigned her permanently as a farmer. Humphrey, he came through as an infantry, and he actually already had a sword and everything, so I'm just going to keep him like that because we need them as always. Ralph is the one that just came through. He's a stonemason by trade, but we already have one. And so the closest thing that he's high enough for is a blacksmith. We don't have a permanent blacksmith just yet, so I can go ahead and assign him to that role and go from there. But it looks like, let's see, first off, he's being stopped by a spider. I need to just tell him to go straight to town, so he ignores that. Skeleton infantry, this is something we just killed actually. And then also there's another skeleton infantry out in the wood. We'll get Karakos and the new guy to come over to take care of that here in a second, as we go through and pretty much finish off the episode. The building, the new little farmhouse, is complete. It's just a single story with a little back end on it. It's very similar to the first one we made. It will have a 2 beds in here, and also it has a table, 3 chairs, and we've got a tools chest so people can get their tools for the day. Also a bookcase and food crate in here. This double window, this too tall one, I'm gonna have to put a fence in the middle of it. That's why there's blocks being built there, but I don't have a builder assigned right now. I'm working on digging out a new road for immigrants. And as you can see, Ralph is pretty much running for his life at this point. But he made it through, but we do need to take care of him. So we're gonna grab Karakos and our new guy Humphrey and send them up that direction. Hopefully they should be able to take care of pretty much these 2 skeletons, the spider and the... I call these heavy skeletons because they actually have a shield and a mace. They hurt. These 2, not so much. They're pretty weak at best. But you can see the new road where that's planning. We have a stockpile out here so they can basically take a shorter route to drop items off. Keep telling these guys to climb on up here. And you guys can see kind of how the combat works. Until they see them, I can't really tell these guys to just attack. Well, I guess I can technically. If I give them the ability, it might be in here, to seek charge target enemies. I don't know why I've never turned this on. And there we go. I'm going to tell them to charge it, and they should go straight towards the skeleton and start hitting it. Same with this one over here. These new swords that I made are so much better than the club. It's really impressive. So I'm going to tell them to clear out the skeleton as well. Now this skeleton looks like he's coming to meet us, which could be dangerous. Yeah, 48. So Humphrey just about died during that encounter. So they're dangerous to deal with. You have to make sure it's more than one. Karakos has almost died many a times from just wolves alone. But he goes like 1 versus 5 against wolves. But he's doing really well. He's level 10. And that's about it. So I'm going to keep working on this off camera and in between episodes. Thanks for stopping by and watching. Soon we'll be working away from the village, and I do want to get a castle going at some point, and then we'll come back and fill in some more town like amenities. And yeah, so I'll see you guys in the next episode. Leave a comment down below if you want to see a specific structure. We can build decorative things technically. I wouldn't mind building kind of a windmill out here at some point with the farmland. And the farmland will grow as we get more people. We'll expand and add more fenced in areas and more probably herding pens and everything. So yeah, I'll leave it there and talk to you guys later.